it's Alexis again, and I am here today with a fun shaker card using Stampin' Up! Still Scenes. I'll be using this stamp, that one, and that one. Oh, and I guess that one a little bit. And then the matching dies. And I'm using a retired embossing folder. It is the wood grain one, but honestly, there are so many companies out there with a wood grain embossing folder, so you can just buy any of them and it will work. So this is the card that I'm making today. It's definitely a fun card. I might add a little bit more sequins and stuff in this next one. I didn't know how poofy this was, and I didn't want to put too much and overwhelm the scene. So as usual, I have done a lot of it already because this video is going to take a while probably since it's a shaker card. So I didn't want to take too much. So I guess we'll start with the trees. So I plan to put the trees behind the house like this. And I wanted to give them some color, but I didn't want to just use cardstock. I wanted a little dimension, but not too much because obviously they're going to be covered up. So I am using Copic markers, YG17 and G46. And it doesn't really matter if you get like down here or anything, because like I said, most of this is going to be covered up anyways, so I'm pretty sloppy with it. Okay. Okay, so I didn't really talk during it. I'm going to plan to fast forward. So for the trunks, I used E59. So it gives them a little dimension, but not too much since we're planning to cover them up anyways. So for the little cabin, I put some stickles. Yes, I still use stickles. Okay. So I used the Stardust stickles. Not many people use it anymore, but I really like this one for Christmas cards. I think it just adds like some cool sparkle stuff to it. So I used that and I put it on the trees and the bush, the snow, and the roof. And on my original card, I'm a dum-dum and forgot to color the flipping chimney. So I have a colorless chimney. So I think on this card, I should probably do that first. I'll just use I'll use R39. I'll use R39. It's going to be a brick chimney. And we're not doing any shading because, you know, this is a very small area. And let's see, I guess I'll use C6 to do the little top portion. Okay, so for the coloring of the house, I used E59 and E57. And then, I don't know if you can really tell, but on the front of the house, I used different colors to try to make like a stonework kind of front to it. Because when I think of lodge cabins, I think of wood and stonework and all that. So, for this, I used C8, C6, and C4. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this, that way, or fast forward as much as I can. iMovie doesn't really fast forward that much. Anywho, let's start coloring. Okay, so now we have our cabin colored, and as you can see, it kind of has like some stonework detailing, at least in my mind. For the tree and bush, I just put some G46. I don't know if it's zooming in. Anyways, G46. No shading needed since it was very little to color. Okay. Oh, daggone it. We still have more. So, for the base, I am using the same grays again, C4, C6, and C8. Okay, so for if you go outside the lines, you can order the colorless blender, which is 0. So that is one thing I love about Copics, is you can erase your boo-boos. Okay, so next I take my wood embossed background and I take my smoky slate, or any gray that you have, a light gray, and I just run it over to give it that color to the wood. I wanted to keep it a nice neutral, well, I guess brown's a neutral color, but I wanted to keep it light because I didn't want to take away from the shaker card. That's why I really don't have much going on in the background, which is unusual for me, but I really wanted the focus to be on the shaker part and not everything else. And it's okay if you mess up. I mean, just adds more character in my eyes. I used to be, when I was first started crafting, if I messed up on a card, I would literally rip it in half and throw it in the trash can. And obviously that's a very expensive thing to do if you're doing that a bunch of times. And over the years of crafting, I just kind of learned to live with mistakes on the card. Like, as I've said, this is handmade, not Hallmark. So I'll either just live with the mistake, or maybe I'll cover it up with an embellishment or something, but I don't really worry about it anymore like I used to. Alright, and next I'm taking, I have embossed, I don't know if you can see it, I embossed a background with that snow stamp in the stamp set, and I am just taking Tim Holtz Distress Ink Hickory Smoke and Tumbled Glass, and these are like the picket fence brushes that everybody was raving about, and had I known that I could have gotten them cheaper on like AliExpress or whatever, I would have done that, but I was out of the crafting world for like 2 years and didn't really keep up with things, so oh well. So first I take the Tumbled Glass and I start off the page and then work my way on. Hope I can get this video down. I don't want it to be too long. I find that I like long videos, but I know that a lot of people don't. They like shorter videos, but until I find like some software or something, then most of my videos are going to be long, but I'm trying. And this, of course, like a lot of people, this is like their job, like showing videos and stamping and all that, but I actually own my own business, so I do this in my spare time, so I don't have as much time as the other people to do this, so it is what it is. So I take my Hickory Smoke and I just gently go around the edges. I didn't want this blue to be so blue because, I mean, this is a Christmas card with like a snowy storm going on. So I didn't want it to just be blue. Get some ink on here. I want to get the Distress Oxides ink. Why was that not coming out? But yeah, I want to get the Distress Oxide ink because that stuff looks cool. But I'll just work with what I've got. I do have a bunch of orders coming in. I got the Hero Arts kit for this month with like the 1950s Christmas, and I'm so excited for that kit. And I'll do some tutorials on that as well. I think it's still available. Last time I checked it was. Like, normally they sell out, or at least they used to years ago, but I guess they started ordering more, or making more. So I think it's still there. Okay, time to put things together. All right, so first I take my trees and I just glue them on. if my glue will come out. Don't you hate that when your glue won't come out? Especially if you have like a fine tip nozzle and you're sitting there squeezing and squeezing and then finally it comes out, but it's like half the bottle has just came out. It's like the old ketchup bottles where nothing comes out and then you keep beating it and then all of it's out on your plate. Okay, and I didn't really like this card, how the trees weren't like spread out. You probably didn't even see that. I'm sorry, I went really fast. So I think I might, for this card, just do a little surgery here. I think I'm just gonna glue this in. I probably could have cut that other part of the tree. That looks crooked. Get over there. Can't have crooked trees. That's when you know you need to take them down. And we'll just stick that one there. Okay, see, this is what happens when you don't use enough glue. Okay, where's something heavy? There we go. While that's drying, I will go ahead and put some foam tape. Where's my foam tape? Foam, not phone. Where in plastic? Oh, there it is. Like, where did I put it? Am I the only one that has supplies running away? Is that just me? I want to make sure I'm in frame here. Wait. Ow. Just poked my finger. Okay, that's done. Are you glued? Well, while that's getting its crap together and gluing itself like it's supposed to, I actually, well, sorry guys, this video is going to be really long. I'm trying. Oh, and for the inside, I just took that snowflake stamp and put it at the corners, and then put the sentiment from the stamp. As you can see, my boo-boo here. I stamped crooked, but that is why the paper always has two sides. Just flip that bad boy over and start over. And then if you screw up again, I can't help you. I just put a little adhesive on it to keep it where I want when I'm putting this down, because I don't want it to be firmly in place yet, but I want to know where to put my background, my shaker. All right, I think it might be ready. We're gluing it in anyways. Oh, crap. And I also, if you have like anything hanging off, I go ahead and take my scissors and cut that off as well. Usually I would do this before I put a glue on, but you know, things happen. Okay. I don't know why I'm using like liquid glue so much lately. I'm usually a glue tape kind of gal. And it just fits perfectly inside. Daggone it, I didn't put this one. Okay. It's okay, Alexis. I'm like a crafting disaster in case you haven't noticed. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, that's right. Oh. I just scared myself. I thought I put this on. I would not blame you if you stopped watching. As I said, I'm a crafting disaster. It just got glue everywhere. Okay. Next is another hard thing to do. First, you have to get the backing off. I don't know if I'm going to be successful enough. There we go. So this part is hard. I don't know how other people do it, but I just kind of do it this way first. Oh. Wow, for the sake of the camera, it worked out perfectly. I hope their adhesive is good. I'd hate for somebody that likes to keep my cards for years to go to shake this one year and then all the stuff comes out. Okay. Well, while that is still drying, I guess I can go ahead and stick this on here. No, I'll wait till it's on the card. Things don't go out how I want them to. Then it might be crooked. Okay, so I just take a bunch of random stuff that I have around my craft area. This is Stampin' Silver Crushed Glitter Glass. So, honestly, you can just take whatever you have. That's essentially what I did. I like my shaker cards to have... I would just say shaker heads. Anyways, I like them to have a variety of different stuff inside. And I think I'm going to add a little more than I did last time. I want some more shake to my shaker. Okay, I should probably move on to a different one at this point. And Martha Stewart stars. Some Martha Stewart coarse glitter. I can't tell if anything's coming out. It's like salt at the table. Some random white sequins. Like I said, guys, I'm just throwing everything and anything in here. And some, what are these? Seed beads. Beauty of crafting is you can do it however you want. Okay, and then I like to take a paintbrush and just get the excess off because I don't want the adhesive that's supposed to hold everything in place. I don't want it clinging to this and not the cardstock because I'm afraid that something might sneak out, sneak attack. So I just do that. And I like to take my, what is this even called? Anyways, you know the stuff you use for embossing, and I like to stick it in here. By the way, this piece, that the wood grain piece, it measures at 4 by 5 1/4. I forgot to say that in the beginning. And this is just an A2 size card. You can make it any kind of card though that you want. Do whatever your creative minds tell you to do. And then I like to just take my shirt and then just get a little bit of the excess out. I just don't want the stuff to cling to this instead of doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. Next, you fool with this little doohickey again. Oh, come on. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to move this because I can't see. No. Oh my gosh, guys. I didn't even put glue. Okay. Maybe I should have some late evening coffee because I'm clearly not with it. Where is the glue? Hello? You guys are like, okay, that's enough glue. You can stop now, but I just can't do it. It's an addiction. I'm sorry. It just has to be done. All right, now we are ready to rumble. And I want this to be straight. First priority is making sure that the part around the shaker part is firmly placed. It's like the SpongeBob episode, firmly grasp it. So I'm gonna need the glue to firmly grasp it. I'm sorry guys, I'm really weird. And for some reason my weirdness has come out to play today. I apologize in advance. Okay. And now we have our shaky shaky. Okay, I put way too much. So yeah. Oh well. They had a blizzard. This wherever this house is, it had just a little bit of snow, and then this house had a full-blown blizzard. That's what we're gonna say. Okay. And now it is time to go ahead and put our base on. Sorry, my head might be coming in. Not acceptable. Denied. Do you guys ever do this too, where you like hold the card up in front of your face to see if it's good? Is that just me? Okay. Next, I have my sentiment, which I used that same stamp set as in the cardinal one. It is called Greetings of the Season, and I'm pretty sure it's retired, but you can just use any Merry Christmas or any sentiment you desire. And this measures at 7/8 by 4 inches. I do like to use liquid glue on embossed pieces because I feel like it gets into those nooks and crannies better. But that's just me. Alright guys, hold on. You know me. I gotta hold it up here. Oh, did I forget to tell you? This cardstock is smoky slate as well. I completely forgot that. Sorry guys. Okay, it's coming together. So then I just have these little rhinestones. I think I got them at Michael's in the clearance section. They don't have adhesive on it, but I like that anyways, because I like to put my own adhesive on. I'm fancy like that. I'm just kidding. So I just placed them around. Like I said, I didn't want to do too much in the background, add too many embellishments, because I want the focal point to be the shaker. So I just lay them out where I want them, and I take my multimedia mat, and I wonder if this will work for me today. It never does, this quick stick. That might help if I got some goop out of it. Oh my god. I need like a tool to make it work. Like a pair of pliers to grab it and turn it. Alright. Now let me squeeze with all my might to get this glue out. My hand was shaking so bad. That's pretty sad. Okay, now it doesn't want to let go. Let go. You know what? I'm just going to do it with my fingers because I have better luck that way. Hope you guys like these tutorials. I know I'm on a Stampin' Up kick, but I promise I will do other brands. I will do Hero Arts since I ordered that. I could also use stamp sets from years ago. A lot of them I didn't even use. So if you made it this far in the video, tell me if you'd be interested in old kits from other brands like Simon's to Stamp and Hero Arts and just all sorts of stuff. Does anybody know where you can like donate cards? Because I have like a ton of cards and I'm never going to use them all because I'm a loner and don't know that many people. I know my fiance, which we're actually getting married this month on the 25th. I'm excited and stressed because weddings are very stressful. Okay, guys, so here is our card. Let me know which one you like better, the one with more snow or the one with less snow. I think I like the one with less snow. Oh, I didn't use enough static stuff on that one. Anyways, I will see you next time. Bye, guys.